How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the channel. So today we are going to fly the MJX Bugs 3 Mini with the jumper T16. I'll show you how to bind it, set up the jumper T16, and we'll go for a little demo flight. So it's almost been, 3 years since the Bugs 3 Mini came out, and you won't believe it, but it is still being sold out there. And the price is under $50. It's got brushless motors, 1306 2750 kV. It's a 2S setup, but it has decent power. Now, it's a very decent beginner drone. Now, I've done an FPV mod on mine with the AKK A5 VTX and camera combo. I've also soldered on a JST connector, so I can use some of my 2S batteries that has JST connectors. So let me go ahead and open it up so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, I've done videos where I do show all this stuff. I'll leave links down below. So underneath the canopy, I have the VTX double-sided sticky tape, and I put a little electric tape over it so it doesn't short out from the flight controller. And I got the antenna sticking out in the back just a little bit there. It could be sticking out a little bit more, but that's how I have it. And in the front, I have the camera inside where the LED light used to be. So that is the LED light fixture. And to power all this up, I'm using the same 5-volt connector that used to power up the LED light. So the AKK A5 separate combo, the camera and the VTX combo, takes 5 volts. So that is just perfect. So I'm powering it up. So whenever I power up the quadcopter, it'll power up the VTX and the camera as well. And I've also done another mod here in the back. I soldered on a JST connector to the battery pads there, so I can use some of my 2S batteries. So that is the mod that I have done to my MJX Bugs 3 Mini, and I really like it a lot. So let's get this thing set up so we can fly it with the jumper T16. Alright guys, so here's my T16. Let's go ahead and power it up.
Welcome to Jumper TX. Switch warning.
Okay, so here's the main page. Now, I already have the Bugs Mini model already set up, but I'm going to go ahead and take you through the process of setting it up so we can go ahead and bind. So what you need to do is long press the jog wheel, and you're going to select the model, and then you're in the models page. I have the Bugs Mini, FlySky, D16 mode, model 11, model 13. I'm not sure what those two were. But anyways, you're going to long press the jog wheel once again, and you're going to go ahead and create a new model. Now, I've already done mine, so I'm not going to create a new model. So I'm just going to back up here. So let's say you already created that one model that you're going to use for the Bugs Mini. So you're going to get out of here, and you're going to hit long press the model button, and then go ahead and type in whatever you're going to type in. On the model name, I typed in Bugs Mini, and you're going to go ahead and scroll down. But I'm going to go ahead and scroll up, because when you scroll up, it'll take you to the bottom of this page. So it's a little quicker. So scrolling up, and there's the bottom of that page. So you're going to scroll up until you hit internal RF. So what you're going to do is turn the internal RF off, and then scroll down to where it says external RF, and you're going to go ahead and enter. It should say off, excuse me. So you're going to scroll around, and you're going to come across the multi-module, and you're going to go ahead and hit enter, and you're going to go ahead and scroll around until you hit Bugs Mini, and you're going to hit enter. And then what you're going to do is select the receiver number so it doesn't complicate with your other models, and then go over to the bind key and get ready to activate it. Here's my battery, and here's my Bugs Mini. I'm going to go ahead and power this thing up. But before I power it up, I'm going to go ahead and activate the bind on the T16. There we go. And there you go, solid LED light, meaning we have a successful bind and that beeping has disappeared. So that is it. That is the process of the binding process. All right, guys, so once you have done a successful binding process, what you're going to do is page over once, twice, 3 times into the inputs page. Now, I've already selected a bunch of switches for each of these channels up to channel 10. So let's go to the first one. First one, which is the aileron. I have my transmitter set up to AETR mode 2. So the first one is aileron, and I have it on -100. And the reason why is because it was set up the wrong way. So when I actually wanted to turn left, roll to the left, it was rolling to the right. When I wanted to roll to the right, it was rolling to the left. So I had to reverse that channel. And to do that, you go ahead and go into that channel and edit and scroll down to where it says wait. And normally it should say just regular 100. So you're going to change that. So normally what it will be on is regular 100, and the graph will look like this. So what you need to do is hit enter on the wait that says 100, and then scroll to the left until the graph is the opposite way and the value reads -100. Hit enter, and then you can exit out of there. Now my elevator had no issues. It was going the correct way. So was my throttle, but my rudder was also in the wrong way. So when I wanted to rudder this way, yaw that way, it will go the opposite way. And so I had to go in here and reverse the switch. So long press, go ahead and hit edit, and then scroll down to where it says wait, hit enter, and then normally it would be +100 to -100. So you have to scroll it to where it will read -100, hit enter, and exit out of there. So that's channel 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe yours might be different. You might have your radio set up in a different channel mapping. So you're going to have to figure it out for yourself, but that's how mine is set up. So next one will be channel 5. And that one is the arming channel. So you want to go in here and go ahead and select a name that you want. I put mine ARM to arm. You're going to scroll down where it says source. You're going to hit enter, and you're going to find a switch that you want to use for arming. And my arming switch is always this one here. So just going to flick that switch to select that switch for arming. And once you have done that, go ahead and exit out. And the next one is channel 6. Channel 6 is the Acro switch. So you want to go ahead and select a switch for that. So hit it, long press it, and go into the edit and type in a name that you want. I just put AC on mine. So go into the source, hit it, and I'm using this switch here for my Acro switch. So just go ahead and flick that switch to select that switch for that particular channel, and then exit out of there. So the next one is also named AC. I named AC for all of them. So that's channel 7. I do believe that might be the flip switch. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to test it out. Channel 8, I also selected a switch, but it didn't do anything. Channel 9, I selected a switch. It didn't do anything. But channel 10 turned the LED light on and off. So you want to go ahead and select a switch for that. And I've marked it LED, and I have chosen this switch here to turn the LED light on and off. So once you have gotten that far, I didn't check channel 11, 12, and so on and so forth. But went all the way up to channel 10, and I got there. So exit out from the input. Oops. Sorry about that. page over to the mixer, and what you want to do is go on over to channel 5. It won't have anything written on here. It won't be designated. So you want to long press it and hit enter on the edit. And once you get into the mixer page, just exit right out and it will assign the correct switch. So you want to do that for channel 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 as well. Well, 7, 8, and 9, I'm not really sure, but you can go ahead and assign switches for that as well if you wish to do that. So that is about it, guys. That is all you have to do to get the Jumper T16 set up to fly the MJX Bugs 3 Mini. So there's one thing about the MJX Bugs 3 Mini that you need to be aware of. It can be flown in angle mode as well as acro mode. But in order to do that, you need to flick that one switch that you have assigned to channel 6. So in my case, that'll be acro mode and that'll be angle mode. But you can't flick that switch in mid-flight. That is the only thing that's bad. So you can't go from angle mode and hit the switch and fly in acro mode. You'll have to land your quadcopter and you'll have to do that power cycle on the quadcopter. And before you power cycle the quadcopter, you want to fly it in angle mode. You leave the switch to the angle mode position. And if you want to fly it in the acro mode, you'll have to flick it into the acro mode position and then power up the quadcopter. So it will start in acro mode. And while you are flying in acro mode, you are unable to go back to angle mode. So just be aware of that. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's go ahead and turn on the Jumper T16.
Welcome to Jumper TX.
And power up the MJX Bugs 3. Got a little 2-cell battery in here. I'm going to use the JST connector instead of the original battery for this line of sight demo. All right. Okay, let's see here. Solid white lights in the front. Both sticks to the bottom and to the right. Calibrates the gyros. All right, so arming. I got the LED light switch here. I got the acro switch here, but you need to turn on the acro switch first and then power up the quadcopter for it to go into the acro mode. You can't do it in mid-flight. I believe this is the flip switch, which is channel 7. We'll check it out right now. Arming it. All right, let's check it out. Solid lights across the board, and once you arm it, the rear blue lights come on. So I got rear blue lights on and solid white lights on in the front. So I'm not sure if I am able to switch from low to high rates. I tried all of the aux switches and it doesn't make a difference. So I'm thinking it only has just one speed, or I'm not doing it correctly. I didn't find the aux switch for the dual rates, but it seems to me like it's got a pretty decent amount of pitch. Already feels like I'm in high rates. There we go. Yeah, so the lights are on, so you can go ahead and turn off the lights if you want to save a little bit of battery life. And turning on aux 7 or channel 7, and then full throw of the sticks, the pitch and roll stick, will allow you to do flips. There you go, all directional flips. I'm gonna turn it off. I don't want to be pitching forward and accidentally does a flip here. So yeah, look at that. You can fly the MJX Bugs 3 Mini with the T16, the Jumper T16, which feels a lot better. Whoa, it just did a flip. Now I don't know why it did that, because I turned off channel 7 and I lost orientation there for just a little while. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in here. Okay, I got all the switches off. All right, rearming it. Don't do a flip. Oh no, it does a flip even if I don't have channel 7 turned on. So what is going on here? Uh-oh. Something weird going on. I thought I found the channel switch to do flips, but apparently not. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in and land this thing, turn it off. I'm gonna rearm it, so hopefully I can do the full pitch and not have to worry about it doing flips. So turned it off, plugged it back in. So it does have some issues, I believe, so it should be bound. I'm gonna recalibrate the gyros, both sticks to the bottom and to the right, and it should have calibrated. Arming it, and no, man, it still wants to do flips. So let me go ahead and bring it in, turn it off. I'm gonna turn off the transmitter. Okay, turn the transmitter back on.
Welcome to Jumper TX.
Yeah, because initially when you start off, it does not do flips. Arming. See, I'm pitching forward all the way, and it's not performing any flips. So I guess once you turn on the flips capability, you got to turn off the transmitter and turn it back on in order for you to not do flips when you pitch forward all the way. So got to remember that when I do FPV. And it looks to me like the lights are blinking, meaning that the battery life is about to run out there. The lights are blinking, so you want to bring this thing in. You don't have any indicators on the remote control beeping or anything like that to let you know that is in low voltage. There you go, line of sight flight test. All right, guys, so here we go with the FPV flight. Let me go ahead and calibrate the gyros, both sticks to the bottom and to the right. Wait a few seconds. And that should have done it. So let's go ahead and arm, and starting off in angle mode here. And what you are seeing is the AKK A5. If you haven't seen my FPV mod video for this quadcopter, I'll leave links down below so you can check it out. So look at that. FPV with the Bugs 3 Mini using the Jumper T16. Now, I don't know what the range is on this thing. It should have pretty decent amount of range. And I got the original battery that came with the Bugs 3 Mini on here. Charged it up. One of the cells were depleted and I had to balance it out. Did a little balance charge mod with a JST connector on that little apparatus you stick on to the battery in order to charge it. Added a JST connector to it, and I was able to use my hobby grade charger to charge up this bad boy here. Yeah, very good controls. It's a full-size transmitter, so it's perfect controls. No latency whatsoever, and it's very smooth. Yeah, very nice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in and unplug the quadcopter and put it in Acro mode. Okay guys, so that should have done it. We should be in Acro mode. Let's go ahead and arm it and check it out. Yes, we are in Acro mode, and it's very sensitive, so I'm assuming that it is on the high rates, because the low rates a lot milder than this with the original transmitter. So you go into Acro and you are able to do some flips. Okay, my very first flip with the Jumper T16, flying the Bugs 3 Mini, and there you go. Not the very best of power loop, but Woohoo! Seems a little wobbly. You just got to get used to the sticks. Very hard to control these like hybrid toy grade quadcopters that can fly acro and angle mode, because acro mode is not quite Betaflight acro. But hey, look, you can make some smooth turns. So there you go, guys, the MJX Bugs 3 flown with the Jumper T16 in acro mode. Woohoo! I'm gonna try and, that is the complete rates there. Woohoo! So not the quickest rates, maybe it is in rate number 1, because I remember it being a lot quicker than this. Get some height. Yeah, you need to get a lot of height, and you need to get some momentum too, because it does have a lot of prop wash. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It did something really weird there. So not the greatest acro flying quadcopter, you know. Alright guys, so there you have it. The MJX Bugs 3 flown with the Jumper T16. So that'll do it for this video. Now if you want to check out the MJX Bugs 3 Mini, and if you haven't gotten one already, I think everybody got one of these quadcopters, but it is still on sale for under 50 bucks. The price is better than before now. So check it out. I'll leave the link down below. And also, if you want to check out the Jumper T16, I'll leave a link down below for this transmitter as well. You know, I really do like this transmitter a lot. It does have its faults with the SD card device and the ribbon cables, but once you got that hooked up nicely, then, you know, this thing is a really nice transmitter. I really like the gimbals on this thing. It's just the perfect size. Alright guys, that'll do it for now. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time. So don't throttle down all the way is what you shouldn't do, because it doesn't have air mode.